Alright then, Sunflower Summit. Tell us about your album. Is this your second album, third album, fourth album, eighth album?
It is my second album, and it is called In This Moment. I wrote it during the pandemic. The pandemic gave us a moment to pause and be still. And it was kind of a stressful time. I mean, it's still going, it's still happening, we're still in a pandemic. But I think now we're at a point where we're learning to live with it instead of fighting it. And it afforded me a lot of time to face a lot of emotions that I wasn't facing and to really get to know myself on a deeper level. So the songs on there, each song is about a specific moment, a specific emotion. Just pause and celebrate those moments, even if they were painful moments, even if they were angry or upsetting or anxious, or even just happy or joyous. You know, just allowing yourself to feel everything without fault, without shame.
How's this album different from your first album?
In so many ways. When I did my first album, Love Notes, I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I wanted to get some music out there, and I played ukulele as my main instrument, got some friends together, and I booked a studio, and you guys got together and helped me fund some of that studio time through a Kickstarter, which I'm very grateful for. And that album is really precious to me. It feels like a little diary of music. But again, I didn't really know what I was doing, so it feels very much like a live album, the kind of thing that, like, I don't know, any beginner would do. This one, I've grown up a lot since, and I've learned how to produce, and I gathered a team of female producers and engineers made up of my friends Katie Dwyer and Caridad Espinosa to mix and master, and I recorded myself. I created a studio space at home, bought the gear that I needed, and gave myself that challenge of creating the sounds that I was hearing in my head. And that took some time, but it happened, and once again you guys were there supporting me through the Kickstarter, and by still being here and following along on this journey, it means everything. This album is 100% made by women in music, and that is really special to me.
You also said that this was produced by women.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Why is that important to you?
In the whole of the music industry, like paid professionals, only 2% of producers are women. And that really sucks because it becomes a male-dominated industry where women's voices get shadowed over, stomped on, and just not heard. And I've seen this firsthand, and I've worked with other collaborators. My ideas aren't as valued, or I've seen it through other friends' experiences where they pay a lot of money for something to be produced only for their ideas to not come to fruition. So I wanted to be a part of the change, part of making women's voices heard and encouraging other female producers and artists to produce themselves, to record their own music, and to make up music that they really want to put out there.
What's your favorite song on the album?
Ooh, I think I Can't See You, which will be released this month in February 25th. I really like this one because it was the first finished song off the album. Not the first one that I wrote, but the first one that got finished. And by that I mean it was recorded, produced. My friend Katie mixed it, and she did such a beautiful job on it. And once I heard that finished master, I was like, wow, this is where this album is going. What a cool sound, what a cool concept. This song is also very emotional. I remember crying a lot when I wrote it. And I shared it in a songwriting group with some pals the same week that I wrote it. And a lot of people really enjoyed it, and it sparked a really cool conversation around protecting yourself and loving yourself and setting boundaries with people, and redefining what family means, and learning to keep good people in your life. So I really like it for all of those reasons. You know, it sparked conversation. It was the first finished song. It just sounds lovely. I never knew that my voice could sound like that. So just good stuff. Good stuff.
Tell me about the sound and the concept of the song.
The song? So the song is called I Can't See You, and it's a piano song about having to set some boundaries with some people in my life, and not soft boundaries but hard boundaries, where I decided I'm not going to let these people in anymore because they're not helping me. Rather, they're just hurting me and making me feel small and belittled. And I decided last year that I don't want that kind of energy in my life anymore. So that brought on unforeseen consequences where some people that I shut out led to me having to put space between other people that I didn't want to say goodbye to. Saying goodbye to this one person meant saying goodbye to other people that I didn't exactly see coming, and that was really difficult. So the song is about missing the people that I couldn't see anymore and trying to figure out how that new relationship is going to have to work. What's really cool about it too is that I think very specifically one of the lines is like closing a door, and my friend Katie's like, let's use that in the song. So I recorded myself opening and closing a door, and that sound is all over in the song. So it's a little bit literal, but in a cool way. Anyway, I'm really excited for this album, and hope that you guys are too. There is a Presave link available on my link, and pre-order it because physical albums will be available very soon. And catch you later, sunflowers.